Hi, my name is Grace Barenbrock. I'm applying to be an RA at CMU next year. This is my poster I made just to describe a little bit about me and my values. Obviously my name's in the center, and then I have some symbols and words around it to just describe me a little bit. So to start, I have a family tree. Just to remind myself that even though my family's not here, they're still deep in my roots and I love and care about them a lot. Next to that, I have health and HP underneath it because I'm a health and physical education major, and personal health and wellness for myself and others has always been a huge passion of mine. So that included that in there. Next I have work, and underneath the work I have a few skills that I've just gained from previous jobs working. I have serving, scheduling, entertaining, reviewing, planning. Next to work I have travel because traveling is one of my favorite hobbies. I love to travel. Underneath travel I have home, and this kind of tells a little bit about my story about I transferred colleges 3 times, ended up at CMU finally where I belong. Started at Aquinas, then went to GRCC, and then changed to CMU all in 1 year. So just kind of discovering where home's at and finally getting there just is really cool to put on paper. Over here I have volunteer and meditation. I care a lot about volunteering. I think that everyone should do it at least a couple times in their life, at the very least. I think that there's a lot of people in need out there, and I love working food pantries, clothing, thrift stores, stuff like that, for people in need. Meditation, I care a lot about interpersonal peace. I think everyone should take time to meditate in whatever form that works for them. I think it's super important just to find that peace, which is why I have peace up here in the corner. These are just words to describe what I strive for every morning when I wake up. So peace, love, joy, determination, just things that really describe me and just what I try to be every day. I have some sports down here. I love golf, soccer, I love to lift, just all things that take up my time. I have kids up here in the corner because I love kids. I want to be a teacher, so that makes sense. So yeah, this is just a little bit about me, about my core beliefs, my core values, all things that I love and love sharing with you. Transitioning from what I hope to gain being an RA at Central, the biggest thing for me is making a community where new students or returning students just feel like this is their home and they feel safe and just connected to the community around them. That's how I felt when I just came here a couple months ago. From the minute I walked in, when I was moving in, my RA made me feel super just comfortable, and everyone was super welcoming. And it was my first time living on my own, so it was just really great to have that. And so that's just something I would definitely strive for, being an RA. I also love the events that they do. I love planning events. Event planning is kind of like a hidden hobby of mine. I would love to plan little things where people can get out of their dorms. I think everyone should get out of their dorms and go do something fun, and whether that's in the lobby of the hall you live in, then easy enough. I would love to plan stuff like that and just help students get involved and meet other students that they live with, and make just some friends. Some previous experience I have with this is over the summer, this past summer, I was an assistant trip leader, so I led trips in 5 different states over 7 different weeks. And every trip had different kinds of people on it. Some would be older. I had a group with 70-year-olds, a group of middle schoolers, a group of high schoolers, middle-aged, and I would be responsible for leading the logistics of their trip and just making sure their trip went smoothly. Sometimes it didn't go smoothly and there would be some conflict. Sometimes there'd be conflict within the group, and I'd be responsible for resolving that and just kind of making a plan B and just taking a different route, and you know, all of the trips were successful. Not everything always goes to plan. Sometimes cars break down, stuff happens, and just working through that, it was a bit of a challenge, but it was really fun, and I think that it gave me a lot of experience in just kind of working things out and resolving things, which is super important, especially living in dorms. Like, you don't always get along with everyone, and it's important to communicate what you're looking for, just making sure everyone's on the same page, and then when we're not, just looking through ways to get on the same page. One thing I've learned since moving on campus is I'm cleaner than I thought. My parents told me I would be a slob when I moved up here and lived on my own, which I am not. Turns out if you really try to be clean, you can be. So that's one thing I thought was funny, and I have told my parents about since. But one of the biggest things is that it's important to invest in those around you. Make your friends feel like family. Like, my roommates, just invested in their lives and getting to know them and trying to do stuff with them and meeting their new friends. It just really makes campus feel like a family, and just investing in those around you, not just taking all the time. So, you know, being there for someone, helping someone with homework if they need it, just helping them study, just helping them if they're having a rough day. I mean, we've been here for a couple months now, everyone's had an off day, and just sitting down and just listening to them and just letting them, you know, just talk about whatever's going on is just something I learned has been super helpful, because you give and you take. So when I'm having a rough day, like, I have people that are here to listen to me and just help me feel better. And so definitely investing in not only people around you, but the school. I mean, you're gonna get what you give, so just investing in your work and you're putting time into your classes and just feeling those rewards from that is just super awesome. That's what I've been feeling so far. So yeah, I want to thank you for listening to my video, and hopefully take me into consideration for an RA next year. And yeah, here's my poster one last time. Thank you.